Okay, our hunt for the perfect 1080p gaming GPU just doesn't seem to come to an end, and there are like two main reasons for that. Either the GPU is not available, or even if they are available in the market, they're quite expensive and not everybody is able to afford them. Gone are those beautiful days back in 2019 where we used to get like good stuff for actually affordable prices. But even amongst all this now, AMD is still trying to give like a little hope to all the budget gamers out there with this brand new GPU that they've recently launched. So you guys remember, right? Earlier this year, AMD introduced their Radeon 6000 series GPUs, and we've already covered their 6600 XT edition CPU on the channel. And now they've come up with like a little brother to that, the 6600 guys, and they're saying that this is like mainly targeted for like excellent 1080p gamers at an affordable price. So today in this video, guys, we'll be actually unboxing it, and I'll be giving like my complete review on this product, and we'll see like where does it actually stand in today's competition, like how good is it compared to the competition, and what sort of performance does it offer. And we'll also compare it with its bigger brother, the 6600 XT, and we'll talk about all that in this video. So let's get started. So here's our all new Radeon GPU, the RX 6600. I believe AMD didn't launch their own reference edition of this card, so they sent us this aftermarket variant from Gigabyte. This is the Eagle edition that has 8 gigs of GDDR6 memory, PCI Gen 4 support, and is made for excellent 1080p gaming, that too on budget. And I'm quite excited to see how this thing performs in comparison to the 30 series in this video. By the way, I think it's a triple fan edition GPU from Gigabyte. Yep, we've got some details also, some of its main highlights mentioned at the backside. As usual, guys, the RX 6000 series cards are based on AMD's RDNA 2 architecture and even feature ray accelerators for ray tracing support in games. Without wasting any more time, let's quickly get started with the unboxing and check out the GPU. There's a quick start guide at the top side, just make sure to read that. Keeping it aside, here's the GPU we've been waiting for, the all new RX 6600. Oh boy, looking pretty good. Initial impressions, it's actually quite lightweight and has a slim profile. So we'll just come back to this in a moment, guys, and looks like there is nothing else in the box. Alright, so let's have a closer look at the card and talk about the design and the build quality. Gigabyte's Eagle 8G 6600 features their WindForce 3X triple fan cooling solution. They're 80mm fans with a unique triangular edge design and are of good quality. You've got the Gigabyte Eagle branding on this translucent plastic panel. Let me just peel off this sticker. And by the way, it's an affordable category variant, guys, so don't expect any sort of RGB on it. Given a look at the side profile, it's got a 1.5 slot design and can easily fit into most of your cases, not an issue at all. And there's only one 8-pin power connector that you need to connect to this GPU. Gigabyte recommends using a minimum of 500 watt power supply on this variant. And talking about the build quality of the card is decent. The outer shroud is entirely made of polycarbonate and has a brushed metal-like finish. Now going to the backside, it does come with a backplate with a cutout on the right side to let the heat escape and keep it running cool. Overall, good design, good build quality for the price tag. And not to forget that PCI Gen 4 connector on the bottom. Let's also have a look at the connectivity ports on it. You've got two HDMI 2.1 ports and two DisplayPort 1.4s. Well, that's it, our complete overview on the exteriors. Now let's talk about the specs and main tech highlights of this card. AMD's Radeon RX 6600 is based on the RDNA 2 architecture, just like its bigger brother, the 6600 XT. It's got 28 compute units and 28 ray accelerators and features 8 GB of GDDR6 memory, the same as 6600 XT, but with only 128-bit memory interface, so a bit slower than that. The GPU has a game frequency of around 2044 MHz and a boost frequency of 2491 MHz. So that's it, these were some of its main specs and highlights. Alright, so before we jump into the benchmarks, let me quickly tell you the test bin setup we'll be using for this card. I'm going all out here, guys, for the testing purpose. We'll be using the newest hardware available in the market. So I went with Intel's 12th Gen i9 12900K CPU on ROG Z690 Formula motherboard and has like 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM clocked at 5200 MHz from Corsair. And lastly, we're using a PCI Gen 3 SSD on the storage side. We'll be playing a couple of AAA title games as usual and then check out the performance. See, AMD mainly designed this card for 1080p gaming, so that will be our priority during testing. Okay, starting off with one of our classics, the Doom Eternal. We're playing this game at 1080p Ultra graphics and you can keep an eye on the stats at the top left corner. Okay, pretty good results. On an average, we were getting around like 145 FPS guys at 1080p Ultra. Buttery smooth gameplay. Just look at it. The game feels so smooth without any sorts of lags or stutters. And just for a reference sake, if you're curious like where does this card stand in today's competition, well, during my testing I found that it's definitely faster than the 2060 Super but slightly falls behind the RTX 3060. And in comparison with the 6600 XT, let me first tell you about the key differences guys. Like what is the difference between 6600 and 6600 XT? 6600 XT features 32 compute cores, which is almost like 4 more than the 6600, and also has like better clock speeds guys. Even the VRAM on board is a bit faster as it's capable of 16 Gbps speed with a memory bandwidth of up to 256 GB per second versus the 14 Gbps on the 6600. And because of these slight differences, you'll definitely see a bit of performance impact. You'll see around like 15 to 18% difference in the performance. Now that is obvious, right? When you're paying a bit less for the 6600, performance will also be like that only, na? So you can't complain about that. Now moving on, let's also play a couple of more other AAA title games and check out the performance. We tested our all-time favorite GTA 5 as well, played it at 1080p very high to ultra graphics, and we're getting around like 95 to 100 FPS on an average, which is pretty awesome. See, this card is excellent for 1080p gaming guys. You can play most of the games with very good frame rates at these settings. I did try 1440p as well, but the experience was not as good as 1080p. You could play optimized games with up to like 60 FPS at medium graphics, but demanding games like Assassin's Creed or maybe Watch Dogs were a bit tough. On 1080p itself, AC Valhalla was running around like 45 to 60 FPS, so now think about 1440p. And by the way, are you guys looking at the GPU stats? Thermal performance on the card was also pretty good. It's got a TDP of around 132 watts and the GPU temperature was averaging around 65 degrees centigrade even after gaming non-stop for an hour. Lastly, let's also try out one more game, which is Control. By the way, I forgot to mention the Radeon 6600 also supports ray tracing as well. But to be honest, ray tracing performance was not up to the mark and basically not that playable in games guys. For example, while playing this particular game Control, when DXR is off, you can see that we were getting an average of around 60 FPS at 1080p Ultra. But when you turn DXR on, the FPS would drop down to almost like 28 to 30 FPS, and is pretty much the same in other titles as well, so you'll have to keep this in mind. On the overall guys, it's a pretty decent card made for pure 1080p gamers. If you're a newcomer who's looking for a GPU to game at 1080p Ultra these sort of settings, then this can be like a perfect card for you. I know the 3060 is slightly better in terms of performance, but damn guys, 3060 is actually quite expensive as of now in India. Almost 60 to 62,000 rupees, whereas the Radeon 6600 is priced at around 49,000 rupees in India. Well, that's it for today, our video on AMD's new 6600 GPU. I hope you all got to know everything. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos. And I'll see you all in my next one.